Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another video on JavaScript methods and events in 30 days challenge. Today we are going to do the JavaScript animation start in Animationend event. So basically in this practical example, we are going to create this simple project for us to understand how they both work. So what we are going to do is to find a way to click on the button and animate this item. So when the animation starts, we want to be able to display some message. And when the animation ends, we also want to display some message. And we want to be able to do that again and again and again. So before I actually get started, let me show you what I have inside my index.html file. So right here, I have a div called wrapper. And inside the div, I have some other divs. So this one contains the h1 tag. We are going to dynamically change the h1 text for us to display the state of the animation. So right below it, we have a div with a class of animated element, which is the red box that you're seeing right here. And just below that, I have our button. So inside my CSS file, I have added some animation to the box, but we are going to add the animation if we click on the button. So that is why I have a class called element. So inside my JavaScript file, we are going to dynamically add the CSS style for us to animate this box after clicking on the button. And I have added some styles to my button as well. So if I refresh the web page, you can see that as I'm clicking on the button, nothing is working. That is to show you that we are going to start everything from zero. So back to my JavaScript file, I have selected the button, the element that we are going to animate, and the h1 tag. So what we are going to do now is to select our start button for us to add our click event. So I'll go with start button dot add event listener, and in here I will add my click event, and now I will add my callback function, just like that. So like I told you, when we click on this button, we want to add our CSS style to this animated element right here. So for us to do that, I will go with animated element dot class list dot add, and what I'm going to add is element, just like that. So when I click on this button, let me refresh my web page. When I click on this button, you can see that we have successfully added the animation to the item. Live is great. So when the animation starts, we want to be able to keep track of it. So what we're going to do is to go with animated element, and now we are going to add our event listener. And then the event that we are looking for is going to be animation start, just like that. So we need to pass in our callback function as well. And in here, we want to be able to change the text that the animation has started. So what we're going to do is to go with our text, and in here, I'll go with animation has started, just like that. So if I refresh my web page, click on the button, you can see that we have some message right here. Animation has started. So when the animation ends, we want to be able to keep track of it to say that, okay, the animation has ended. So what we are going to do, before we move on, I want to change the color of this text. Text message dot style, like that, dot color. And in here, we are going to change the color to gray. Okay, so let's try it again. Click on the button. We've successfully changed the color. Animation has started. So we are going to do the same thing for animation has ended. So what we're going to do is to copy the animated element, and just below here, we are going to change the animation start to animation end, just like that. And then the text message is going to be animation has ended. And we are going to change the color to red, just like that. So if I refresh my web page, click on the button, you can see animation has started. So when the animation ends, we are going to get the message that animation has ended. Live is great. But there is a problem. When the animation ends, this text remains the same. And whenever I click on the button, nothing is happening. So we want to be able to find a way for us to click on the button every time and animate our box right here. So there's a simple solution to that. So when the animation ends, we want to be able to remove this class name. So I'll go with animated.class list. I'll just paste it right here. And instead of adding the element, we are going to remove the element. Okay. So after 3 seconds, we are going to remove the element. And what we still want to do is to change the message. So I'll go with text message, but text content, and it's going to be equals animate, just like that. So if I refresh my web page, you can see we have animate. And if I click on the button, animation has started. When the animation ends, we are going to get the message that animation has ended. So after 3 seconds, we are going to remove that. And now it is going to tell us to animate. When we click on the button, we are going to be able to do that again and again and again. Life is great. So what can you do with Animationstart and Animationend? Well, you can do a lot. This is going to help you to keep track of all the animation that is probably going on in your web page. This is just a simple project for you to understand how to work. If you're very creative enough, you can come up with something pretty cool. So guys, this is our project. I hope you've learned something from this video. If you do, make sure that you stay updated. Make sure that you keep grinding and never miss a day. So guys, with that being said, I'll see you in our next tutorial.